First, actually, I want to preface this video by saying I'm not a baker. What is this? It's about to say measuring jug. This is absolutely not a measuring jug. Scales! There we go. Oh, no! I've just poured half of it in the sink. Oh, bang! Oh, look at that. I nearly just poured that all over the floor. Did you see that? Oh dear. It's an emotional day. I've actually just made a cake that is edible and really actually yummy. Mmm. Hello, how are we all? I hope we're all doing fabulous. So today's video is going to be a low calorie baking video. You heard that right, low calorie. First, actually, I want to preface this video by saying I'm not a baker. Baking comes very unnaturally to me, like completely. It's not a natural thing that I'm very good at. The last, I want to say 5 recipes I've tried have turned into an absolute shambles. So I don't actually even know why I'm on here showing you guys how to make this today, but if this video makes it to YouTube, best believe I bossed this recipe and it tastes gorgeous. So there are a few ingredients I'm using today which I have never baked with before. So once again, massively pushing the boat out here. One of which is xylitol. I believe that's how it's pronounced, Xylitol. It is a all-natural version of sugar and is half the calories of which normal sugar is. So going to be using that and just get it out the fridge. 0% fat Greek yogurt. It's completely fat-free, only 83 calories per serving. Once again, never baked with Greek yogurt before, only ever baked with butter. So I don't know how this is gonna go. And the last thing I've never baked with before, but we're gonna be using today is blueberries. So we are gonna be making one of my favorite cakes ever, with an added little twist of blueberries in it. We're going to be making a lemon drizzle. A lemon and blueberry drizzle cake. I'm absolutely here for this. Let's get going. First of all, let's just make sure we've got all of our ingredients and all of our equipment we're going to be using. So you need a measuring, what is this? It's about to say measuring jug. This is absolutely not a measuring jug. Scales! There we go. You need measuring scales, a mixing bowl, some sort of grater for the zest, and then woohoo, a little pan about this sort of shape, a long rectangle one rather than a circular one, and then some grease-proof paper. And oh, don't forget, where is she? Spatula for mixing. Then ingredients wise, we need a little bit of milk. I think it's just a tablespoon or a teaspoon of milk, so not too much. Light Greek yogurt, preferably 0% fat. Baking powder, self-raising flour, lemons, blueberries, sunflower oil, eggs, large eggs, and then xylitol. Now, let me tell you a funny story about baking powder. Do I want to be admitting this online? Yeah, go on then. I thought baking powder and bicarbonate of soda was the same thing. So I tried to make cake pops with my best friend a few years ago, thinking the recipe said baking powder. I only had bicarbonate of soda in the cupboard. So I thought, I think it's the same thing. Like, it's got a picture of a cake on it. It must be fine. Put the cake pops in the oven, took them out, ate one, and it was literally just sodium. Like, it was just like the whole thing was sodium. And then I got really ill after that. So, fun fact, baking powder and bicarbonate of soda are not the same thing. Now, everyone else is probably looking at me like, we all knew that it wasn't the same thing. I didn't though, okay? So when there is a recipe, make sure you completely stick to it because, yeah, otherwise you'll end up getting it ill. Oh, I forgot as well, actually, to mention, you need some sort of thing to help measure. I always use this. I think it was from Aldi's for like £1. Love that. Got my recipe on here. Let's go. So first thing we want to do is line our tray with greaseproof paper. Now I'll show you. So I'll do 1 cut. I'll do 1 cut horizontal ways, then 1 cut lengthways. That's my 1 lengthways. So then we're going to do 1 this way as well. So I'm covering all of the tray rather than just a little bit of it. Oh my gosh, do you know what? This is already going on. There we go, that's good enough. That can wait. Thankfully, finished with that baking paper. So that is the first thing you want to do. Mix together the flour, baking powder, xylitol, and lemon zest in a large bowl. So starting with the dry ingredients first. Okay, now time to measure the dry ingredients. Pop that on there. Get my mixing bowl ready. I've just realised it's probably not a good idea that I've worn black, because I'm going to be working with flour. Oh well, it washes out. Boom. Okay. Let's get this sieve ready. That's another thing I forgot to tell you need as well. A sieve for your flour. Let's start with the flour then actually. So how many grams? 2 to 5 grams. I'm going to open this up over the sink. Oh, no! I've just poured half of it in the sink. Oh no! Oh, what an idiot! Okay, yeah, maybe let's move my Mac out of it. This is a travesty already, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry! Oh my gosh, I just poured half of it in the sink. And it's in a bit of the sink as well that the tap doesn't reach. So love that for me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What an idiot! Why am I like this? Oh, honestly, I'm sorry guys. I'm the worst baker in the world. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? 225 grams of self-raising flour. Oh, and now the scale's turned off. Okay. 225 grams. Oh, oh, look at that. I nearly just poured that all over the floor. Did you see that? Oh dear. Right, let's get this flour out of the way. Just put this over here because, yeah. Okay. Flour in there. I always top tip for sifting flour, instead of shaking it, tapping it, I just use a spoon, and I don't know whether you can see, hang on, let me lift it up. I just whisk it in like that. See how much quicker that's going in? But it does get a bit messy, so kind of just push it down, going in, just whisking it around. It just feels like it takes less time. I don't know whether it does, but it looks like it's taking far less time than it normally would. Oh, I've already got flour all over me. Okay, let's put that down and do it down here. Now my flour is all sifted. I'm going to add in the baking powder. Where did I put her? Here she is. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do, so 1 TSP, it's a teaspoon, isn't it? So, teaspoon, here we go. Got my little TSP, oh. This is an absolute travesty, okay. Oh my gosh, I inhaled that. I think that's like a teaspoon. Let's flatten it off. Ta-da! Oh no, oh! Thank God I looked, because actually it's half a teaspoon, not a full teaspoon. What am I like? Okay, let's try and... I feel like that worked. Did you guys see that? Hang on, let's flatten that off. thank God I double checked that before I put that in, because that would have once again have been a travesty. Half a teaspoon of baking powder, not a full teaspoon, so it's only half teaspoon of baking powder. TSP is a teaspoon, right? I'm really second guessing myself, hang on. Half teaspoon, half TSP, half TSP. Boom, too late now. Lovely jubbly, okay. Baking powder, xylitol, right, how much xylitol do we need? I have a funny feeling it is 225 grams. Oh, it is, so love that for me. Don't even need to measure this out, 225. Let's open her up. Just pour the whole thing in, 225 grams. Oh, look at that, fabulous, right. Ooh, it actually looks like proper sugar. Let's taste a bit. Ooh. That's nice. That's really nice. Oh my gosh. How is that not real sugar? Oh my goodness me. What? That's really strange. I just cannot get over how that is not sugar. Hang on, let me just move this out of the way. I cannot get over how that is not sugar. That's crazy. So you need 2 lemon zests. Now, I am not gonna lie, I'm gonna Google what lemon zest is. I believe it's just the bit on the outside of a lemon, but I'm gonna just double check that that's what lemon zest is. What's lemon zest? Outermost layer of the peel. How to zest a lemon. I believe you just grate it on the like really skinny grate holes. Just as easy as that. Thought so. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh! I'm zesting a lemon. Ooh, that smells very much. See, I never thought the zest held any like flavour, but it must do, because you use it to flavour the actual cake. Both my lemons are zested. Now what I'm going to do is just cut them in half, squeeze the juice into a bowl, pop it in the fridge, ready for later for the drizzle part on top of the cake. Okay, I've never used this juicer before. I assume I just pop it in. Ooh, that's a lot of juice. Got to pick the seeds out. Okay. Done. Look at that. Okay. The next one then. This is a really fun tool. I'm sorry, if you don't have one of these, get one of these, because this tool is super, super fun. Woo. It doesn't say to do this in the recipe, but by doing this, it means that you're not wasting any lemon. Now the recipe, I'll link the recipe down below, but it does say that you only need 1 lemon juice. However, I'm gonna juice both of them just in case it comes to the point where I need 2 bits of juice. Do you dare me? Gross. Oh, that's grim. Oh, why did I do that? I'm also someone who likes to clean up as I go. So let's get these seeds out. Now you can, I'm sure, probably just buy lemon juice from the shop for the drizzle bit at the end, but what was the point in wasting the lemons when you had them there already? It would have been quicker just to use the sieve, wouldn't it, realistically? And like, put the sieve over the bowl and then squeeze the juice into the bowl through the sieve. Top tip for next time, do that instead of what I'm doing and then now having to spend half an hour scooping the seeds out. I reckon that's probably it. Right, let's pop that in the fridge ready for later. Now, it says to mix the flour, baking powder, xylitol and lemon zest in a bowl. Let's just do that now. Pretty mixed up if I do say so myself. Right, now what do we do? Mix the eggs, sunflower oil, milk and yogurt together in a separate bowl or jug and stir them into the flour mixture. Did not see that. Got my jug. Oh, I have a top tip for eggs actually. Let me just show you. So you want to get a little glass or a little dish or something like this and crack your eggs separately, purely because if one egg has gone off, then you don't spoil the whole lot. Say for example, you need 4 eggs in a mixture for whatever it is. Put 3 eggs in and then you put the last one into the mix and you've ruined the entire mix because the egg is off. Do each egg separately in a dish or glass or whatever and pop it in. That way you will never spoil your mixes. Okay, I am notoriously awful at cracking eggs. So, ooh, 1, fabulous. That is all good. So we can put that in there. Number 2. And that is it for my eggs. There we go. Right, let's wash the shells. Check there's no shells in that. Nope, all good. So eggs was the first thing. Sunflower oil. How many grams of sunflower? Oh, mils of sunflower oil. Just get my other jug. How do I open this? What the heck? Okay. 125 mils of sunflower oil. 125 sunflower oil. A tablespoon of milk. Tablespoon of milk. And then the yogurt, which was 200 grams of yogurt. I think I might mix these together first actually and then put the yogurt in there. I love whisking eggs. Oh, I'm getting it everywhere. To be fair, I could just pour it, couldn't I, realistically? Okay, put in the yogurt all in here. I kind of need that spoon. Where should I put that spoon? Let's just use a spatula. Make sure it all goes in the mixture. Now, this is the moment of truth because I have never, as I said earlier, baked with Greek fat yogurt. Greek fat yogurt. Greek yogurt. Okay. Just mix it all together. Get that completely mixed up. Well, that's starting to look like clumpy. I don't know if that's what it's meant to look like, but we'll see, I guess. So I'm sure I just mix that, stir it into the, okay, here we go. Let's fold it in, shall we? Just get it nice and fold it in Okay, this is actually starting to mix together. I didn't have very high hopes for it, but doing it bit by bit. Oh, it smells like the Greek yogurt. Oh, I'm here for this. I bet this is actually going to be so yummy. Do you know what? Have I outdone myself? Because this actually looks really nice. I did not think that would come together with the same consistency as just a normal cake, because it's got such different ingredients in it. I am shook. I'm honestly shook. Let's get this ready. Oh, don't forget the blueberries. I've got the blueberries like waiting here on the side like, hey, are you going to use me or not? Okay. So I'm guessing I'm going to leave that. I've just washed my blueberries. I'm just going to dry them very quickly, because we're not adding any water into this recipe. So just using a paper towel, drying them. Now, once again, I haven't cooked with blueberries before, so I'm assuming you just shove them in. Do you know what I mean? Right, let's give it a go. Wow. Oh, one of them fell off. Oh well. And I think just mix in the blueberries. Make sure they're evenly spread out, just making sure I get the bottom. And then I'm just going to fold the recipe, because folding will always make a cake rise better. Fold it, fold it. Okay, and now I think it's just a case of preheating the oven to 160 with a fan, 180 without a fan, and putting it in your pre-lined bowl. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is heavy. There we go. Let's get this little into there. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This actually looks really nice. I did not have high hopes for this, but this looks really nice. Okay, just smooth it over. Perfect. Okay, how long does that go in for? 1 hour, 10 minutes. Here's what she looks like. Don't do that, Lauren. And she is in. I will see you in an hour for me, but like 1 second for you guys. So the recipe said to check on it after about 50 minutes, and if it is going to golden brown, to just put a light sheet of, whatever this is called, kitchen foil over the top, and it was going fairly brown, so that is what we're doing. I apologise if the angle or lighting has changed since the last clip. It is now stormy weather, which if you know me, you know I love stormy weather. It's my favourite time of year, even though it's the end of August. I am ready for September, October, that rainy weather. Can you hear the thunder? You might see flashes of lightning as well. Oh, I'm just so happy. Today is a good day. We're baking a yummy cake, which is my favorite type of cake, with gloomy, rainy thunderstorms outside. Oh, I'm here for this. So anyway, let's carry on. The recipe says, just before the end of cooking time, make the drizzle by heating the lemon juice and xylitol. Stir over a low heat until the xylitol has dissolved. Once the cake is cooked, take it out the oven and pour over the drizzle. So let's get the scales back out again. So we need 50 grams. There we go. We need 50 grams of xylitol. I can't find the thingy. Oh, here it is. Right. Nice and gentle. we go, 50 grams. Make sure that's completely sealed. Pop it back in. I might pour the lemon in little bits. Yeah, we'll leave that there. This is a lot of lemon. Gotta get it all of the sides, otherwise it'll burn. My drizzle mix is completely, ooh, get on there. There we go. My drizzle mix is ready. I have put an upside down oven rack on the side so that this doesn't burn the side. I'm now going to get it out of the oven. Now, it'll weigh 2 seconds. Ooh, it's looking a bit crispy, but we can flake those layers off if we need to. Now, the way I always like to check if cakes are done is by sticking a knife in, and it should come out completely clean. Just gonna cut off tiny little bits that are crispy. Please tell me you hear that. Oh, I'm here for this weather. I love this weather. As I say, just gonna cut off. Really, it's only just one corner that's got a little bit darker than I probably want it to be. Just gonna cut around the edge. Now the cake has already started to come away from the parchment paper, which is another way you can tell if it's ready. That looks exquisite. Now we get another plate, but we're gonna get a nice flat plate. I'm gonna move this out of the way first, actually. And then, ta-da! Boom. It's looking a bit squashed, but it is what it is. Right, let's just taste test a little bit of this. Mmm! Oh. It's an emotional day. I've actually just made a cake that is edible and really actually yummy. Mmm. Wow. Yes. Okay, so once again, recipe does not say to do this. However, whenever I've seen people make lemon drizzles before, they just gently poke holes in the top of the drizzle so that when they, I say gently, I'm jabbing it, so that when they put the drizzle on, it soaks a bit more into the holes. Actually, let's do it with the, ooh, look at that. And then I think you can just cover it over with some sprinkles of sugar just to get a crispy bit on the top. I'm not gonna do that because I said I would make a 280 calorie lemon drizzle cake. So this is gonna be a 280 calorie lemon drizzle cake. I will say, for the first time making a lemon drizzle, that's banging. That's really banging. I don't know if I was meant to wait until it cooled down to do the drizzle. Hang on. Yeah, it says pour over the drizzle. Doesn't say. Okay, I think that is it. So, this is my lemon drizzle cake. It looks a little bit darker than probably would have wanted. However, I'm here for this. I'm absolutely here for this. This looks so yummy. I might just, that bit's kind of falling off, so. That's so good. Well, there you go. You literally can make a low-calorie cake that tastes delicious. It does not look very appetizing, but I tell you now, it is gorgeous. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed and that this inspires you guys to make a low-calorie cake, specifically this one because it is gorgeous. I'm sure you can make every type of cake low-calorie with this xylitol stuff and Greek yogurt, because I just did not think the consistency would be great, but it was just exactly the same as a normal cake, but half the calories of a normal cake. So that's a big win for me. As I say though, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big like if you did, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and I will see you soon. Bye.